Hello students. By sitting like this, I remember my first journey by flight from Ahmedabad to Kerala, Cochin. It was in 2009. We reached into the airport by 9 o'clock morning. The flight was at 11. We entered into the flight. The air hostess came. The pilot came. They introduced themselves. It was all wonderful experience for me. By the grace of God, I got the seat nearby the window. Very happy while sitting over there. The flight started moving into the main runway. So excitement. Suddenly the announcement came from the pilot that it's going to fly. I look around, all were talking in between by putting the seat belts. I look through the window, no movement, nothing else. Suddenly it started its speed. I had never experienced a speed like that. Maximum 120 km/h in cars and in other vehicles. It was above my limit. My face started shivering. My whole body started shivering. Looking around, the people so relaxed. I understood they were having the experience before. Suddenly, slowly, I reduced my fear and started breathing properly. By the time the flight was in the air, sky. So happy to see the city of Ahmedabad from the top. The small houses, the vehicles, the roads, the rivers, everything. Finally it reached into my place. I was so happy to see that city, my city from the sky. That was my first experience in flight. I used to share this story to my students while I teach the air transportation. That is why I shared it today also. Air transport. What are the advantages of air transport? It is the most precious, comfortable and fastest mode of transport. Most comfortable. We will not get that comfort in any other transportation methods. Fastest. No need to tell about that. Fastest. Within 3 hours I reached into my place. By car, by train, I took around 30-40 hours normally. Recently one international space station I noticed in Abu Road, from Abu Road. Whenever I studied about that, I understood that it covered the whole world within 2 hours. It was in the month of May. I noticed, I saw a star type movement. And whenever I learned about that, I understood that it covered the whole world within 2 hours. So we can understand the speed of flights. Fastest, most comfortable and prestigious mode of transport. Second one, for covering big terrains, mountainous regions, long oceanic stretches and the forest regions, flooded areas. It is the good method of transportation. So these are the advantages of air transport. In India, the air transport was nationalized in 1953. Now in India we are having 2 services from the government. One is Indian Airlines and another one is Air India. Indian Airlines for domestic purposes and for the nearby countries like Sri Lanka, Maldives, like that of countries. Air India is for international services. For going to faraway countries, we are using Air India. These are the 2 services from government. Together with that, we are having Pavan Hans Helicopter Services Limited, which use for oil spill areas, offshore areas. oil and natural gas commissions, ONGCs, offshore areas, and for the northeastern states and Jammu Kashmir, like that of areas. So these are the studies about our air transportation systems. Next transportation method is pipelines. Purposes of pipelines: for transporting crude oil, petroleum products and natural gas from oil and natural gas fields to refineries, fertilizer factories and big thermal power plants. So this is the purpose of pipeline. So through the pipeline also transportation going on, especially oil and gas and related things. In front of our school we have noticed one big pipeline is going on. We are having ONGC and IOC booster stations in Abu Road. So these boosting stations are helping in speeding the oil and gas which is coming from Gujarat to UP and like that of states. Three important networks of pipelines in India. From oil field in Upper Assam to Kanpur. This is the first important network of pipeline in India. From oil field in Upper Assam to Kanpur. Second one from Salaya in Gujarat to Jalandhar in Punjab. Third one from Hazira in Gujarat to Jagdishpur in Uttar Pradesh. So these are the important pipelines of India. So in these days I taught you about the various transportation systems in India. Thank you.